Parents have been out here tonight protesting the Unified School District's sex ed curriculum, arguing that it's too much too soon. Made of steel, this prototype is one of 8 that could be used along the U.S.-Mexico border. As you can see through to the other side, but if you look straight up, it's solid at the very top. Still under investigation. They haven't determined what caused the fire, but they do know that it started in the back and will continue to stay out here as crews continue to stay out here as well. They said that we could see smoke for the next 24 hours. We're seeing a lot of residents out here, all very curious as to what is going on. This here, though, is the truck Dirt Cheap Demolition. Pablo Velez was not only a father, but a newlywed, and he and his wife were expecting another child. He also had just started a new job to go along with his new life when that was all taken from him. We are standing where our home once was last week. The people that lived here, they're the caretakers of this nursery, but you can see they have lost everything, and then the nursery also destroyed just below. The shooting happened on the side of 7-Eleven off Highland Street. A makeshift memorial has already been set up by the victim's girlfriend and cousin. But what's alarming is this is the second deadly shooting that has happened in this area in just 2 weeks. This seizure wouldn't have been made possible without teams in the air and on the ground to confiscate what you're looking at here, which is about $500 million worth of cocaine. You can see from these tire marks where the car drove onto the empty lot, smashing into the side of the home. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Tomorrow, San Diego Zoo's Safari Park will open up its official butterfly exhibit, and you'll be able to see all of this. It's butterfly jungle is what you're looking at. Well, Kathleen, we're talking about a 32% decrease here, according to the San Diego Police Department. And in the last year, the city saw 16 fewer murders than the year before, despite a growing population. These are the 8 prototypes, each of them 30 feet tall, which is what Commissioner Ron Vitello said today he is most impressed with. Can it be climbed, dug under, or breached with tools in any way? Testing of the 8 different prototypes for the U.S.-Mexico border wall will now be put to the ultimate test to stop illegal entry. A tour of the prototypes was made public to the media for the first time Thursday as the acting CBP Deputy Commissioner Ron Vitello looked at each one.
The thing that I'm most impressed by is the scale.
At 30 feet high, the 8 designs include 4 made of pure concrete and were completed by 6 different companies. Made of steel, this prototype is one of 8 that could be used along the U.S.-Mexico border. As you can see through to the other side, but if you look straight up, it's solid at the very top.
We've seen some unique features here outside of South Texas. We haven't used concrete to build wall, so this is a change from what's in the toolkit now, and so we'll just see which of these features do the best in the evaluation.
An evaluation that can take up to 3 months. Construction of the prototypes began in September, and the San Diego sector was selected because it's one of the busiest in the nation.
In 2016, the Border Patrol apprehended 31,000 illegal aliens and seized nearly 9,200 pounds of marijuana and more than 1,300 pounds of cocaine.
According to the commissioner, more than one type of wall will be used depending on the terrain and different requirements for different locations. However, one of the minimum requirements for each is to be built 6 feet underground and detect and deter tunneling.
All new wall that the Border Patrol is asking for will have a buried cable sensor in it, so that it will recognize. The technology will tell agents and the response teams that there's somebody approaching the wall, and then things like digging and tunneling will be detected by that equipment as well. So those are the features, both physical and technological.
Each of these prototypes, after being tested, will help them learn what they need in future walls moving forward. At the prototype site in Otay Mesa, I'm Felicia Martinez, Fox 5 News. The event started off peaceful, but when police started handing out tickets, that's when people got worked up.
This park is part of city property, so you're not allowed to food share. If you guys continue to
No, we
food
are
share,
allowed to food share. We just can't
then
food
you
share.
can't.
We can food share with you because you have an address.
It's a discriminatory law.
That part right there,
you
that
guys
part.
continue to food share on public property, which is a city park, you guys are subject to arrest.
Despite warnings by El Cajon police officers, those feeding the homeless at Wells Park Sunday took their chances.
Even though the cops said if you come out and do it, we're going to arrest you. There they are. There they are.
That is a basic human right to have food.
Back in October, the city of El Cajon put a ban on food sharing in city public spaces, which includes city parks, in order to help stop the spread of hepatitis A.
If you are having a birthday party here, that's perfectly legal. You may feed anyone you wish at a birthday party. Your soccer team, they win. They come here, let's have a pizza party. No problem. That's completely legal. The only people who are not allowed to be served in this park and in all of El Cajon are the homeless.
Would you like some bread?
But Break the Ban organizers are feeding the homeless anyway. In fact, this is their 4th event doing so, and each gathering seems to grow. Some supporters even playing a familiar tune. Among the tickets, shouting, and people with cameras were those just trying to feed their family or themselves.
You want some applesauce?
Hepatitis A is spread by human feces and not washing your hands after you use the bathroom. So not only does the city have the restrooms closed where there's no running water to wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, there's also trash here contaminated with human feces that is not being picked up by the city. So that's what spreads hepatitis A, not by feeding people.
Well, if you want to see the complete ordinance, it is posted here at Wells Park. As for the Break the Ban organizers, they are already planning their next event, and they say that if they have to take legal action, they will. In El Cajon, I'm Felicia Martinez, Fox 5 News. Boxes full of supplies were put together in Mission Bay Saturday, just hours after a 6.1 magnitude earthquake and a 4.5 quake shook Mexico as the country copes from earlier disasters. For Heidi Flores, with family in Mexico City, Tuesday's devastation hit too close to home.
I called my mom, my father, my sister, brothers, and nothing answered me. So I'm very scared about them.
Flores feels blessed to know her family is safe, but is sad so many others are not. Alonso Moran, also with family in Mexico, says donating is necessary.
I mean, we're right next to Mexico, so especially being in San Diego County, I believe, they should be getting the biggest support and the biggest help from us, since we're like so close to them.
It's been less than a week since the country was rattled with a 7.1 magnitude earthquake in Mexico City that killed at least 305 across the region, including Morelos and Puebla, where supplies gathered this weekend are being sent.
People need it now, and there are still many small towns that they need help. They haven't got anything yet because the government in a way is stopping all the trailers that are coming because they want to manage everything.
So Gabriela Bojorquez with the organization Exatec, based in San Diego, are bagging, boxing, and loading up the supplies themselves, and will be driving them across the border this week to their organization in Tijuana.
We've been talking to some people in Mexico, and the things that they need the most is usually food and medicine and water, especially water.
And each one of these bags is filled with food and personal items and is for a family of 4. Babies have their own bags to include diapers and formula. Sleeping, medicine, and cleaning supplies are also being sent for a total of about 200 boxes. But so much more is needed for the neighboring country.
There's a lot of people in need right now, and if we could do something about it, we should do something about it.
Everyone is human, and we need to help each other as humans.
Felicia Martinez, Fox 5 News. That's right, Kathleen, and according to neighbors, it was an argument that sparked this shooting, and they are left horrified tonight because these bullets could have hit anyone, including a child, at that hour.
I was in the room. I just ran away.
This Paradise Hills man came feet from a flying bullet Wednesday after it shot through his bedroom window, ricocheted off the wall, and landed on the carpet. The gunfire was heard by residents all around.
I heard pop, 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 pop. There was about 6 shots real fast, and it happened so quickly I didn't even know to duck or anything.
San Diego police say no one was shot, but bullets entered 2 homes, and it happened around 3:45 in the afternoon. Residents say the gunfire followed an argument between a group of young men at Cumberland Street and Rancho Drive.
I just heard yelling, like a bunch of guys yelling.
After the shooting, residents say the men took off and a man in a black or dark gray colored car followed.
And he drove to chase them in the car, and they went down the street where the stores are at.
Officers initially went after the car, but then backed off.
They were trying to find this car that they said left the area, but I think it was going a little too fast for them, and being that this is a really busy area this time of day, I think they just dropped it because it was just too dangerous.
Meanwhile, residents tell Fox 5 they are left feeling uneasy.
I'm scared because I have 3 little kids and we're kind of new to this neighborhood, and it's really scary. It's scary.
Police say at this point they don't have anyone in custody. They are asking if anyone has information to please contact them or Crime Stoppers. For now, we're live in Paradise Hills. I'm Felicia Martinez, Fox 5 News.